Hi, I'm Simon Thompson, co-founder of Accommodation for Students.com, and today I'm here to talk to you about my book Student Letting, the Landlord's Guide to Successfully Letting Out Student Property, and in particular in relation to starting the tenancy term. Now, the first thing that you need to know about starting the tenancy term is about screening your tenants. And as students typically don't have any rental background history or data, it's not possible to do a reference or a check on those tenants. So what you need to do is you need to look towards a guarantor, and very often that is the parent. And by guarantor, that basically means that it's somebody who's going to cover the rent in the event that the student defaults on payment. So first thing to make sure and check out. Now when it comes to actually renting your property, as you can see here, we've got a landlord with two students that are currently going through the tenancy agreement. Is to make sure you've got the agreement in place, and there's two types of tenancy agreement. You've got the assured short hold tenancy agreement for individuals, and you've got the assured short hold tenancy agreement, otherwise known as AST, for groups. And it's become increasingly popular for landlords to run individual tenancy agreements. By individual tenancy agreements, it means that each student within the property is ultimately responsible for their own rental agreement or own aspect of the rent. So in the event that they moved out, that it's their responsibility to find a replacement tenant. It's not the responsibility of the group to find a replacement tenant. And it can often resolve quite a lot of issues that have occurred in the past by having an individual tenancy agreement. So a couple of things that you need to also be aware of is when going through the papers is to get an inventory report done at the start of the tenancy term. So by inventory report, that would include basically covering all areas of the property, your kitchen, bathrooms, bedrooms, photographing those areas and making sure that both the tenant and the landlord are aware of the current state of repair of those rooms, because it makes it a lot easier when it comes to the tenant moving out to decipher whether it's general wear and tear or whether there's been further damage caused to the property, which may result in you withholding the deposit payment. So very, very important. The next thing that you want to make sure is that you've got a booklet in place which defines the general running and maintenance procedures of the property. So here landlords obviously talking through that booklet, and also just outlining to students, what happens in the event that the washing machine breaks, what to do about post that's not related to them in the property, what to do about the bins, when the general bin collection is going to be, and generally any other issues and things that you can think of to include there. It's always wise to do so at the start of the tenancy term, because it will avoid you having to take unnecessary phone calls and text messages to resolve those things. So I hope that's of help to you, and there's a lot more information in the book, and thank you very much.